being the MP for Buhera Central, I represent about 9 wards which are participating at this forum. I found it very exciting to be part of this forum. SHDF has done wonders in my constituency by involving women in particular in developmental projects. My focus as an MP has been to motivate members of my constituency to be involved in sustainable development, to be involved in sustainable livelihood projects which will look after themselves and their children. We have challenges here in Buhera where we don't receive enough rainfall annually. Our rainfall is subnormal on year-to-year basis. The coming of SHDF involving women in different types of projects has alleviated poverty to some extent. It has also managed to reduce dependence, the donor dependence syndrome, which we are fighting in this community. We want people to be able to sustain their lives on their own. We want people to be independent. We want people to divorce themselves from this dependence syndrome. We know very well that from time to time donors come in and they help us. They provide food in the house. Sometimes they pay school fees for our children. But that's not sustainable. We want the kind of independence that will allow a woman in a rural setup like Buhera to make a choice on how to live. We want also to make sure that people of Buhera can also make their choices, their financial freedom. That's the focus. That's my focus as an MP for Buhera Central, to encourage the people of Buhera Central to work for themselves. If we can get somebody who can provide the fishing rod, we will be very excited, not the fish. We want the fishing rod, not the fish. That's our focus as Buhera Central. We are also looking beyond 2020 and say by 2030, our people must be able to sustain their lives. They must be able to have managed self-sufficiency in the constituents, at least food sufficiency. Where government handouts are limited, people can now rely on their own farming activities to sustain their lives. We also want to look at issues of road network, make sure that the farmers, the smallholder farmers, can produce and access markets easily. We also want to look at issues of communication networks so that the smallholder farmers can communicate with markets easily. We're looking at issues of weirs, small dams, where smallholder farmers can produce 12 months of the year without problems. We're also looking at issues of connecting electricity to schools, where children can actually now access ICT and be able to learn some of these things. We are currently working on projects to do with dams. We have completed quite a number. In Ward 16, for example, we have got about 4 dams which are almost near completion. In Ward 19, we've got about 1 dam is complete, and the irrigation system is also complete. And there are 2 more dams which are 3/4 complete. Ward 21, I think you saw on the video what they are doing. Brilliant work happening in Ward 21. In Ward 22, the same is happening. So there's a lot of work around harvesting water to make sure that our people can sustain their lives, they can produce to sustain their lives.